Welcome to the exhibition match between Ryu and C Viper. Ryu has a well-rounded fighting style with lots of potential for mix-ups. Ryu's character ability allows him to move one space without paying force. This is especially useful for getting out of corners. C Viper uses an assortment of integrated gadgets to enhance her fighting style. Her character ability is what enables this style of play, allowing her to strike immediately after adding a unique property to her attack using a continuous boost. This strike, both players use block. While normally a defensive attack, it can be used for early gauge generation due to its after effect, which negates the requirement to hit in order to gain gauge. C Viper uses her stylish boost, allowing her to quickly increase her options without losing a turn. The extra action gained from this card is used as a move action. We see that she spent one force to move one space forward. Ryu responds with Quick Step, allowing him to move one space without losing a turn. He uses the extra action to strike, hoping to take advantage of the extra power gained from C Viper's stylish boost. This strike, Ryu could have gone fast or slow. It stands to reason that a fast attack is the better choice, to ensure that a hit occurs and the bonus power from C Viper's stylish boost is utilized, but he decides to fake out with a slow attack. It worked in his favor, this strike. C Viper immediately responds with pressure from a fierce boost, making the attack threatening. Ryu decides to strike with cross, hoping to dodge out whatever counterattack C Viper plays, causing fierce to be played in vain. It works. At range 5 and with 3 gauge, Ryu is perfectly set up to use his Ultra Metsu Hadouken, so C Viper tries to parry it. He doesn't have it, but keep that Metsu Shoryuken in the back of your mind throughout this match. Ryu responds by parrying for the only attack C Viper has that can hit at this range, Seismic Hammer. She doesn't have it, and now Ryu has the advantage of knowing the contents of her large hand. It's best practice to get rid of all revealed normals after a parry, in addition to any other known cards that could create an opening in your defense, so C Viper uses one card to boost and draw 3 cards, and her normal dive to remove a continuous boost from play. Ryu prepares. He is fishing for a Hadouken to capitalize on this range. C Viper runs to better position for the next strike, as her ideal range is 2 to 3. Ryu prepares again to reduce the threat of C Viper's hand size advantage. C Viper boosts with Light, which pairs very nicely with many attacks, but it is immediately teched by Ryu. They each take turns setting up for the next strike. C Viper focuses on a defense counter strategy, and Ryu focuses on the offense. The EX Donkey Kick will be difficult to trade up against. With the light boost in play, its stats are 7 power, 7 speed, 1 armor, and 5 guard. A mistake was made here. After armor he does 6, but C Viper has 8 guard. She should have closed 2 due to the before trigger on her attack. At range 4, Ryu's Hadouken is relatively safe. If the critical boost is added, it's nearly impossible to dodge. C Viper has to eat this attack and decides to preserve her hand by wild swinging. Ryu decides he's going to spam the fireball while she's at range and places it on top of his deck. C Viper spends 2 force to move 2 spaces and get back into her preferred range and out of his fireball spam. Ryu bluffed this strike. His attack didn't have a critical trigger, but he wanted the opponent to think he was playing Shoryuken. While the bluff works and causes C Viper to wild swing, she wild swings into one of the few attacks that is a perfect counter to his Tatsumaki Senpukyaku. C Viper uses her cheater boost to boost light, making her next attack very threatening. Ryu uses his character ability to move for free out of the corner. The corner is not a good place for him to be in. C Viper continues her pressure with her blazing boost and uses her character ability to strike. This attack will be nearly impossible to win against. Ryu responds with his best bet, a speed 7 Shoryuken, in the hopes that she played an attack with a base speed of 4 or lower. She didn't, and he gets stunned. With a low hand size, it's common to prepare or move. In this case, Ryu gambles on the limited options at this range, so even with a small hand size, Ryu has an advantage here. Sea Viper responds in kind with her exoskeleton, effectively negating any power boost he has in play. Sea Viper runs to range 3 in order to threaten a wider variety of attacks. Ryu uses his character ability to position for cross. At range 2 on offense, it's impossible to outspeed without EXing. This attack will ensure that his power boosts are used effectively to counter exoskeleton. After Sea Viper plays her blasting boost, she uses her character ability to strike. His cross with confidence, dodging her sweep. Ryu now has enough gauge to use his Ultra, so he's now taking that into consideration every turn. With the speed boost and Sea Viper's small hand, Ryu feels pretty good about playing Spike. However, he didn't check her discard beforehand. If he had, he'd have known the odds were high that Assault would be played, a perfect counter to Spike. After boosting Fierce, Sea Viper reveals the card she drew, as it could be deduced. It saves time and is a common courtesy. Ryu ended up in the corner again, and so uses his character ability to reposition. He is waiting to strike on defense to fully utilize his Metsu Shoryuken. Sea Viper spends 3 gauge to exceed, which refills her hand and makes her even more threatening. The attack she plays after playing the defend boost has all critical effects active on it. Because of her character ability, she thinks she's in a great position, but Ryu's been waiting for this chance. Metsu Shoryuken! The 7 damage from this Ultra eats through her guard and stuns her. Ryu tries to mix up with an overhead dive. However, at 3 life, Sea Viper will not risk playing a slow counterattack, as she would be KO'd before she could respond. This was a bad move on Ryu's part, and he gets punished for it. Ryu repositions to range 2. Sea Viper cheats to get her electrifying boost out and strikes after, immediately activating her criticals. Most of Sea Viper's specials are speed 5, so Ryu responds with a wild swing, sealing his fate.